Hey everyone, how's it going? Octopus here and welcome back to evercrisis. I'm going to be showcasing my EX2 run that I did on my free-to-play account. I'm going to say that now just because I want to give you guys the idea of like saving up your blue crystals, skipping a bunch of banners. Don't try to spread your blue crystals all over the place, because yes, grabbing utility from here, there works out, but usually when you save up in these gacha games for a big pile of blue crystals, and a lot of it has to do with RNG, but if you do have a large amount and you dump it on one banner that you know is worth it, you can do stuff like this that I'm about to showcase. So last time I pulled on this account was all the way back when Ice Sephiroth. After Ice Sephiroth, I haven't pulled. I skipped all those banners. I skipped Halloween, the stuff before, the Prism, Aerith, right? A lot of things I did want, but I knew I didn't need because I was passing content. So with that in mind, here's my new updated free-to-play account, now able to do EX2 and almost everything in this game. Actually, I think everything. I'm on floor 69, so pretty cool things. Let me showcase how this event runs. It is a guide to show you the strategy, so if you're somewhere near my power level, or you have the right utilities, like other weapons, motor drive, well not motor drive, but like other weapons that are apocalypse off of Cloud, if you have that overboosted, it works really well. So let's jump into the guide and let's talk about it. Also, if you're wondering about like why I'm wearing a toque and a jacket, I'm about to go pick up the kids. It's cold outside, there's snow, it's winter, I'm in Canada. So yeah, I had to bundle pretty much more than this, but I'm not going to because I'm sweating in the room, but once I walk outside, I'm screwed. So let's jump in with the strategy. This is my Cloud sitting at 7,600 HP. I recommend that you be above 77,000 for the beginning, and you only need like 6,500 for the rest of the fight. But the higher HP and a higher magic defense, you're going to survive that first round without Sephiroth's new weapon, without AoE debuffs, AoE shields. You could use someone like Red 13 who has magic defense up on his shield. That works really well, right? But for this, our DPS, at least one of them, is going to bring in a D-Faith. You can also rely on your healer to have the D-Faith and then she never has to do it again. But I did it safely, and this is how I cleared it on stream like 4 days ago. Actually, the day it came out, right? So I brought in D-Faith, brought in that HP, and brought in that magic defense. That magic defense is coming from the Maui weapon here, Glenn's weapon. It's got magic defense plus 24 on it, and probably a mixture of some stuff off of my my materia. I'm gonna run this one a little bit differently because I'm bringing in Hard Edge. What I did have on here is a very more powerful weapon that brought me to like 27 or 2,800 physical attack. But I'm gonna rerun this with you guys, and this might take a couple tries, but we'll see how this goes. Besides that, Cloud's running physical attack 42 points. We got boost potency, which is that whole new ability that everyone's rocking because of the new Final Fantasy 9 banner. I got at 60% extra damage, and that's all else you really need to know. Boost attack 15, right? Buster Swords here for the damage and the HP boost together, so I'm still really healthy, my damage, and I still have good HP to survive. Then we got Aerith as my healer. Aerith is running the other D-Faith for me. She's got that triangle sigil, or she's supposed to have a triangle sigil. There it is, yeah, triangle sigil. I was like, oh no, circle, right? I do have a nice 5-star that I end up getting. It's got an amazing HP stat on it and magic attack, but we're using it for the HP and the heal because she's not going to be doing any magic, which lets me be up here at 7,000 with everything else I have equipped with her. Nameless is on here because it has a boost of 30 points in HP. Again, 7,500, magic defense 155, right? She's gained that from, I believe, the wand here. And a mixture of, is it the costume? It could be the costume, or it could be one of the back swords. But magic defense has to go up as well. It wasn't Nameless, was it? No, it wasn't Nameless. That's a lot of magic defense. There it is. Pumpkin Blaster has 22 points on it. So yeah, 155 with 7,500. Good to survive. She's the healer, so she's bringing D-Faith, Triangle Sigil to break during that, and then main handing the event weapon plus Karaga to have 2,005. It's really good for healing. Really important to be able to double cast heal to survive that first initial hit. Then we got Tifa over here rocking 8,600 because she has way less magic defense, so we're making up for it. And that's coming mostly from her costume, plus 10 over there. She's got it in her sub weapons. I believe the umbrella has it, plus 27. And if I'm not mistaken, one of these have HP. I think her new claws have HP. And that's why she has so much HP, because the claws are on the main hand for 34 points fully. Rocking her at 8,649, so I gave her less magic defense. Now, when it comes to her physical attack, 2,148, she's mainly here because of Tiger Fangs, lowering magic attack by 2 tiers. So she does 2 tiers, magic attack down. We got 1 tier from Cloud, and we got 1 tier from Aerith. right? The rest over here, limit breaks are all the normal limit breaks from them. Water kick at level 6, you could use the defense one, double cast it if it's at a high level, and it'll do pretty much what this does, and that makes you so you don't have to use hard edge and your Cloud can be a lot stronger, or your other DPS. But Cloud's limit break is level 8. Aerith limit break, yes, Still Evil is very good for this, is also, but she's gonna get debuffed for having the most magic, so it's a little bit weaker in this case, but better than nothing. So that's the entire setup. I'm bringing it in. She's gonna be doing damage with this. I had to force her to do it. A lot of manual play, a lot of going between stances. So let's jump in. Everything else here, materia-wise, is just stat sticks, right? My best materia for them. HP 5%, physical attack 3%, right? Everything else, the only thing that matters is defape, triangle, limit break as high as possible, and bring in weapons that do neutral attack. And like I was talking about at the beginning, Apocalypse. 400, but if you have this at 500%, just what it is, one copy, this works really, really well. If you have multiple copies, the better. Same thing with Sephiroth, he has this Shinra Blade. Look for that non-physical DPS that has overboost, that's your DPS, right? So, let's jump in and let's talk about the mechanics on this fight. All right, jumping in. Black Waltz Ruin EX2. So, I'm gonna take it off of auto, switch to Tifa, whoever your 2-tier debuffer is, switch to Aerith, get 1 tier in there, switch to someone else, switch to Cloud, and that's the hardest part of switching. And then you go back to the main guy, switch to defense, and that should be good enough. The main thing there is taking down all that magic attack, and if you spread it between the 3 characters, it lets you take less damage, right? So we're surviving with plenty of HP, and now here's where we're going to control Aerith, and she's going to do a double heal. She's not going to continue with the defapes, and once your AI puts down magic defense, you switch to the next one, and see how much I'm right there at the edge. Get that cure in there, and we survive. The whole thing is getting that double cure. So your Aerith is only casting the 1 defaith in the beginning, and then nothing else, or you won't be able to double heal. Because of the double heal, now we are in a good situation. We're all at like 3,000 HP. That magic defense and having the right amount of HP above 7,000 is what you're aiming for this fight. The more magic defense you have, the more you survive. But don't go too tanky. You have to be able to do damage, right? So we'll see how this setup works out for me. Now, Cloud has defaith on him, and because you gave your DPS defaith, you have to control your DPS. I'm going to show you how to control your DPS while controlling your healer and never letting Cloud put that defaith on there. So we're going to switch. One of the things we're going to do is we're going to keep an eye out on Black Waltz 2 and the main guy. Every time number 2 all the way to the right puts up a buff, take it off with Tifa or whoever your 2 tier is. Besides that, make sure you're in attack stance, unlike me. And if you guys notice above my head here, the amount you need for Kiraga, right, ATB wise, Aerith's bar is going to be over here. You need a total, does it show it over here? But you guys should know the total that you need to cast Kiraga A, right? So it needs 5 ATB. Once you see Aerith or your healer with the right amount of ATB, switch to defense mode. Even though you're not on them, the AI will automatically cast that cure. And that's how we're going to control both of them. So let's start off by taking down that defense. We're going to have to switch. There it is. Switch to defense. Boom. Everyone's healed. Do that when Black Waltz 3 casts Thundaga. Always switch to defense and save your heal for then. So we're going to control him. There's Thundaga. Switch to defense right away. Take less damage and switch back. What we're going to do with Tifa over here, because she does have her gloves, I'm going to do No Mercy. And perfect. Our AI is not trying to cast magic down. That way, we actually get to use her new ability, which is crazy that she doesn't just use it on her own. So sometimes it's a little too much and I will get hit, but switch to defense, get that heal up. From this point on, we're safe. We are completely safe to do pretty much whatever we want. I'm going to wait till Cloud has his limit break as well, and then we're going to cast it together. Use it, abuse it. You could save it for the middle guy and only use your limit breaks on the middle guy. I just want to get rid of one of them as soon as possible, and that way I don't have to deal with it. Even if you're not perfect with your hard edges over here, the whole part over here, defend that Thundaga and get ready for your healer to heal. So we're going to cast this. We're going to switch to defense for Aerith. Aerith heals the party, and always switch to defense, not the Firaga. You're okay with that. You don't have to worry too much about that. Just mainly watch out for that Thundaga. Like that just happened. All right, so we're going to switch back to Tifa, get a quick buff on her so she does extra damage. Our AI over here is being pretty smart, so we're okay. There's fire. Wait for the thunder. Wait for the thunder. Wait for the thunder. There's a thunder switch. Stay in a little bit, and air should heal. Boom, back. We waste a little ATB, but wait for it to fill up before you cast your next ability. There we go. And then we just keep going back and forth. Wait for the Thundaga. It's a little less hectic here. Push defense, take less damage, and we're doing good. We're going to save all our limit breaks to hit the main guy in the middle. Here we go. Aerith is at full. She casts it, so you guys can actually see that. And we're good to go. Once we're done with this guy right here, which should be the last hit, we're going to switch to Tifa really quickly, get her a buff. Our AI is being smart with Cloud, so that's good. And now we're over here with the main enemy. So, one thing you guys can do is switch to defense and then keep using some of this if you guys want to use your limit breaks for the majority of all this. And I do recommend that you guys, before end this, don't use magic to finish him off. Just switch to defense, use some stuff just to get it up. There we go. We got all 3 limit breaks. Wait for the 50%. Cast, cast, and cast. We still got hit by the Thundaga, but that's okay. I was hoping to stop that with the limit break. So, before this fight's end, here's a little trick. If you're not about to have all 3 limit breaks, when he gets out of his soar, you break down that entire bar. Make sure you guys build it up. And the way to build it up is don't use magic to break the bar. Switch to defense and get every character here to do something that's not going to hurt. Arrow blow, right? We're going to go to Cloud. Make sure he does a free energy, because these are the things that are not going to hurt the enemy, right? We just want to build up our actual limit break. So keep switching. Keep switching. I'm going to switch back to you, use Arrow Blow, and because we're in defense mode, and it's okay if it drops a little bit because we're not trying to do damage here. We're trying to build back our limit breaks. So when it comes out of this, we have our full limit breaks. While his defense is really, really down, we're going to be able to get everything we need out of that. So switch to defense again. Sorry, my throat is it's a little sore from all the cold weather outside. So switch to defense again, armor break, free energy. And then probably just stay between Cloud and Tifa, because they're the ones going to be doing damage. Whenever you switch to defense, your healer should heal. Get that defense down again. Get that buff going again. Switch back to attack. And you want to control Aerith, because Aerith might actually end up breaking that. But whenever they're near 3, you switch to them. Arrow blow. Free energy. And then get ready for a heal. Again, it's okay if it drops off your attack. As long as when you get out of this, you're good to go. So here we go. Free energy. Arrow blow. And then back to Cloud. We're going to switch to air for a second. Switch to defense mode before Tifa casts anything. Get that arrow blow in there. Get that free energy. And you can see our limit breaks are just coming back. And we're getting ready for when we're out of this. So pretty soon, we're going to have the enemy be broken. There's Tifa's. We got 1 going. Here we go. We're going to start using some D-Faith over here, so Aerith can catch up. Everything's looking good. Free energy. Arrow blow. We're going to cast another D-Faith over here. And after the D-Faith, we're good to just let the AI do what they need to do. Because now I got to heal up and have everything ready. So, first start getting healing. We're going to make sure Tifa has her buff on. And we're going to go ahead and get Cloud to do... Yeah, there we go. Okay, so we're good to go. We're at a good place. AI is going to be doing what it's doing. At this point, it doesn't matter. We're waiting until he says, I exist, I matter. This might become a little overwhelming because he might become too strong. So if you're in this section too long, his attacks will do more. It seems like he really buffs his magic up. But we're waiting till he's out of this. We're going to control Cloud at this point. We're going to get Air's AI to heal. Well, she did a mana ward instead. But we're going to get... We'll do 1 Runra over here. We're going to get Tifa to class her buff. And now that he's out of it, we're going to break his armor with Armor Break before we go into our summon. So Armor Break. Click on that while it lags. Switch back to Tifa. Click on her buff. Everything's looking good. And then we go cast before he freezes someone. So now he has his defense down. And he has Armor Break off of Cloud. Oh, it didn't go through the Armor Break. Oops, lost some damage there. But we're micromanaging. So if we came out of here, we wouldn't have all 3 of our limit breaks. And we wouldn't be able to do all this damage right off the bat. So it's a nice little lead in damage there. So we're going to quickly heal. I want to get that armor break in there. Oh, too late. As long as Cloud has about 6,000 HP, he should be okay. So over here, we're just going to throw runes. And then save the rest ATB for healing. So switch to defense. You should be good. It's a hard fight. It's a hard fight. It's a huge DPS race. So everything you can squeeze out DPS-wise, definitely try to. So Cloud, for some reason, did Defaith. And that's what I mean, the issue with that. So we got to sometimes just be on him and control him. For these attacks, you want to block as much as you can. Right? There's Blizzard. Block and heal as much as you can. And I believe Thundaga comes, block it. As soon as it's done blocking, come back to attack mode so you don't lose your attack mode. Let your AI do what they're doing unless they're doing defaves for some reason. Get that heal in there as soon as possible. And this is where we're going to break. And now it's good that Cloud has... Oh, he doesn't have his Murasami on. So this is going to be a very... Actually, he has Triangle Break on that, right? Yeah, he does. Okay, cool. So we get through that without a problem. I'm going to heal up here. Make sure everyone's nice and healed. Switch to the AI Cloud. And just keep casting free energy. Switch to Tifa. Get her buff. The more you can control Tifa, the more you can control Cloud, the better you're going to do here. Right? You don't want them casting... Oh, I casted that in defense mode. You don't want them casting in defense mode, and you don't want them casting Defaith, right? So, I'm going to block that hit. I could have mixed that with Tifa's. I didn't notice how close it was, but we're going to cast everything as soon as we see it. Just so we can get it out there, but make sure defense down is on there first. There we go. We're doing good. Tifa ready to use her move. I'm going to go for another armor break here. We're looking good. Switch to defense. Get Aerith to heal. Get Tifa to rebuff. Cloud to free energy. Because we're going to be hitting the DPS race very, very soon. And we got to make sure Cloud's fully topped off because I think he's going to get frozen with his low HP. And we have to get him to survive here. So I believe I have enough time to heal one more time. Switch to defense. Nope, not enough HP. So, alright, so here's a really good run. Cloud just survived. So hopefully this time around, he doesn't get targeted. Because he just got targeted. But it's all RNG base. So I'm going to use armor breaks as much as I can here. And then we're going to wait for him to come out. Like this. And then when he tries to freeze someone else, I stop him. I stop him by limit break. And that way my limit breaks of everyone can get even more. Also, I think he's targeting Aerith, which is a good thing. If he targets Aerith, that... Oh, this is perfect. This is like the optimal run you want to keep resetting for over and over and over again. Because she's going to get that big hit that you can't cancel. And then he's going to get stunned again. So now I have both my DPS alive. And he's almost dead. We're going to cast another one of these. And then we're just going to spam our 3 ATBs. Or whatever our best moves are. Honestly, we're at a very good point right now, so I don't think it matters who gets their limit break, but Tifa can definitely go out of her way to buffer herself one more time here. Or just keep both of them alive. And just like that. So you just got to keep resetting. I think this took me quite a while. I had to go pick up the kids, came back, went to karate, dropped them off to dance, and then back again here. And I reset this maybe 4 or 5 more times, just because he would keep killing the DPS first and leave Aerith behind. So you just got to reset it. So I also got a new record using less power than I did before. And that's because of RNG. The quest is full of RNG of who he freezes. I haven't changed anything. I'm going to show you. I'm going to go in. You're going to see my exact setup that I showed you in the beginning. One thing I would change to make it easier is maybe give your healer Cura. That way when the enemy one-shots one enemy, when the enemy uses strike to one-shot one of your characters, you can just cure them instead of AoE, because Cura is stronger than Curaga, depending on your overboost. But so I'd probably replace this and put in Cura there, the material that you can craft. Besides that, this setup could have been way stronger, and I did complete it when I was a little bit stronger, but I want to lower my attack. I know having the new weapons really help, but Apocalypse, other characters, if you have overboost non-elemental weapons, use them. But realistically, my Cloud is supposed to be around 2900. right? There you go. And I can change that in the back as well too. I can make my cloud really, really, really strong here while keeping his 7,645. But I wanted to show you guys a little bit more reasonable when it came to doing power of the actual setup itself. So hopefully something here helped you. Limit breaks maxed out. Characters level 60 definitely help, right? Non-elemental weapons, defense down if you're using melee, which I recommend. Defense down, so both characters benefit from it. And if you are putting defaith on a character, make sure to control that AI while putting your Kiraga on the side by just switching stances. So hopefully this helped you guys out. And that's pretty much everything, guys. Hopefully something here, again, helps you out. If you have any strategies, leave them down below. In my Discord, people did it without the new weapons. They just had very strong overboost non-elemental weapons to go along with this. Obviously, I pulled in the banner because that's where I decided I want to make my cloud stronger. So it did benefit me for this, but this doesn't have that great of a reward. So you don't have to go out of your way to pull to do this. I pulled because I want to make my cloud stronger, not because I want to pass this quest for 200 crystals and whatever else it gives. So don't be afraid to do what you guys want to do. It's completely late nighttime right now. I know you usually don't see this, so I'm gonna go eat dinner, get to my karate class, and tonight I'll see you guys, or maybe this video will be later, but I'll see you guys for the new high score event that's coming out. Yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching. Keep on smiling, and I'll smell you later.